This video focuses on the first two expansions for HeroQuest, and these were available worldwide, and they are Return of the Witch Lord and Kellar's Keep. They're both fairly basic in terms of their components, and they really just expand the basic game without adding a number of additional elements. So here's the back of the box, and it tells a little bit about the story. Basically, the Witch Lord is returned, and the focus is to try to kill him. And these are the contents of the expansion. Because the Witch Lord's really all about undead, the focus of the quests are all undead. Unlike the first original game that really had, the goal behind that was to kill the Witch Lord too, but it also featured a lot of quests with orcs. This is just largely purely undead. So it features a little bit of extra zombies, some extra mummies, some extra skeletons, all pretty easy stuff to kill. This again was not that difficult of an expansion, but it features a few extra pieces to spruce up the game, so you can use these individual tiles to kind of put on the board to add a little bit of extra flair. So like that big square would go right in the middle, and the other square would kind of go in one of the other rooms. And it just kind of adds like a little bit of extra element to it. So a few extra tiles. One thing about this is, compared to the other expansions, these first two were fairly basic. These are pretty cheap in terms of what they're made of. They're really cheap cardboard. And it features a few extra artifacts. Interestingly, a lot of these are spell scrolls. Again, these are really cheap. They're actually smaller than like the regular artifact cards. And I think they come in like a sheet, which is why they're a little bit uneven, because you basically have to have them removed by hand. And at the back of the quest, there's you can purchase these extra potions as part of the quests, in between the quests. And I think this is the same for Kellar's Keep, so I'll only show the ones. So you got the potion of battle, antidote for venom, potion of dexterity. Pretty decent stuff. And there are 10 quests in the Witch Lord and Kellar's Keep. I think that's the same with all the expansions. And here's a little message from Mentor explaining the plot line. And if you want to read these, I think they're high enough quality that you can pause and kind of read through them. And the conclusion after you beat the game. Again, fairly basic things. These are not really difficult expansions by any stretch of the imagination. And the second basic expansion was Kellar's Keep. This is more focused on orcs and goblins, as you'll see. And again, it talks a little bit about the Empire, a little bit about what's going on in the story. Again, these are all integrated into the Warhammer world. These are all this is a Warhammer game, even though it's not. You don't see Warhammer on any of the boxes. And here are the contents for Kellar's Keep. You got a few more orcs, a few more goblins, a few more femurs, a bunch of extra tiles. Interestingly enough, no individual rooms, but you have a lot of things for the stairways and things like that you can put down. Again, the quality of these are pretty poor compared to the other expansions. And so the Alchemist Shop is the same deal. Again, the artifact cards here are again the same poor quality. A lot of spell scrolls again, which is again interesting because these can be used by any of the characters. Yeah. And 10 more quests in this one as well. And more messages from Mentor. I love it. Mentor. So this is mostly about the dwarves, and again, they reference places in the Warhammer world. And the conclusion. Stunning. So a very short video. I wanted to split these up in between two. So the next video will be about the other two expansions. So appreciate the views. Thanks, guys.